Last time on Dragon Ball Z, Bulma, Krillin, and Gohan set out on a quest for the Dragon Balls on planet Namek. But on the way, they ran into some big trouble. Literally.
Oh no! Bulma!
An in-flight collision should have spelled doom for the young travelers. But instead, they found themselves mysteriously transported into the belly of an alien vessel where danger lurked at every turn.
Don't hurt her! Just stay there! I don't want to get shot!
Easy now, everyone. We're not trying to hurt anybody.
Now, our heroes have been surrounded by what appears to be a well-equipped army of children. Who will make the first move in this bizarre standoff? Find out next on Dragon Ball Z! Last time on Dragon Ball Z, Gohan, Bulma, and Krillin were on their way to planet Namek when they were taken hostage by a militant group of refugees. These heavily armed soldiers believed our three heroes to be allies of Frieza, who had recently destroyed their home planet. After a few tense moments, the case of mistaken identity was clear, and the leader of the group told the horrifying tale of his planet's destruction. Frieza's henchmen had descended upon his world and destroyed everything in their path. They were cruel and merciless, with a power even more terrible than that of the Saiyans. But as awful as this story was, there was little time for our heroes to ponder the identity of these mysterious marauders. For as soon as they resumed their journey to Namek, they had problems of their own to worry about. Bulma's travel plans landed the ship right in the middle of a fierce interstellar storm caused by a recently exploded nebula. Then, as the ship was thrown clear of the turbulence...
Yes, it's Namek! We finally made it!
Are you sure that's...
Planet Namek?
Trust me, it's the right planet. Now let's go and find those Dragon Balls!
Last time on Dragon Ball Z. After Bulma, Krillin, and Gohan crash-landed on planet Namek, two friendly local inhabitants were waiting, ready to offer a helping hand. Showing more hospitality than the three were accustomed to, the Nameks decided to help their new friends find the missing Dragon Balls.
Got it.
But even such dedicated help couldn't keep the road to discovery from being littered with obstacles. The search for the remaining Dragon Balls continues on today's episode of Dragon Ball Z. Last time on Dragon Ball Z. Along with the discovery of one of the Dragon Balls within a Namekian tomb, Gohan successfully pulled another from the depths of a flesh-eating swamp.
Gohan!
Are you okay?
Look what I got!
And although our friends have pulled themselves out of plenty of dangerous situations before, the worst may still lie ahead of them.
You're fully healed now. You may open your eyes. Unfortunately, we weren't successful in reconstructing your tail.
No matter. I don't need it.
It seems the prince is back and ready for battle. But are Goku and the gang ready for the rebirth of Vegeta? Find out today on Dragon Ball Z.
I can't give up!
Last time on Dragon Ball Z, Vegeta completed his recovery and sped away to planet Namek, where he learned the evil Frieza and his henchmen were already searching for the magic Dragon Balls and the secret to immortality. Meanwhile, Bulma and the gang found themselves at the mercy of Rady and Zekro as they began to discover that things were not what they seemed. It appears our heroes have been caught in a web of deceit, and this unexpected snag in their search for the Namekian Dragon Balls could cost them dearly. With Vegeta on his way to Namek, our heroes have no time to lose. Can they escape these mysterious aliens? Stay tuned. Last time on Dragon Ball Z, more visitors arrived on planet Namek.
It looks like a Saiyan ship. It's Vegeta. It's gotta be.
Vegeta landed on Namek with only one thing on his mind: revenge.
My time has finally come. I'm about to remove the only obstacle standing in my way.
Was that Vegeta's ship again?
The young adventurers have no idea that the mighty Frieza is also on the planet and in possession of 4 of the Dragon Balls. Now, their simple mission is moving quickly into messy territory. Stay tuned for Dragon Ball Z! Previously on Dragon Ball Z, Bulma, Krillin, and Gohan reached Piccolo's homeworld of Namek in their quest for the Dragon Balls. Little did they know, the forces of evil were also converging on this once peaceful planet. The worst among them, the sinister Lord Frieza, who, with his merciless band of henchmen, had already managed to sweep 4 of the 7 Dragon Balls into his clutches.
Lord Frieza, we've detected a group of Nameks not far in that direction.
Well, that's good news. And with any luck, they'll have the 5th Dragon Ball in their possession.
As these villains scoured the planet, it was all our 3 young heroes could do to stay out of harm's way.
They'll catch us if we don't find a place to hide. I found a cave. It should be a great spot to lie low.
Unfortunately, trouble has come looking for them, and they're about to come face to face with the greatest evil they have ever known. Today on Dragon Ball Z.
A gift from Korn, 1 bag of Sinzu beans.
Last time on Dragon Ball Z. No more hospital food for Goku. Thanks to a magic Senzu bean, our hero was finally able to cast off his casts.
All you have to do is push the button, and you're off.
That's great. I'll definitely get there in time to help them out.
And after months of lying in bed, Goku was all too eager to start his next great adventure. Within moments, he was rocketing through outer space on his way to planet Namek, where his friends had already begun their search for the Dragon Balls. Meanwhile, Gohan and Krillin were quickly realizing they weren't the only interested party.
Check it out. Look what those guys have tucked under their arms. It's the Dragon Balls.
Who are these mysterious invaders, and what does their presence bode for the kindly citizens of Namek? There's only one way to find out. Stay tuned for more Dragon Ball Z! Last time on Dragon Ball Z, faced with the terror of Frieza and his evil henchmen, 3 brave Namekian warriors stepped up to meet the challenge. Though heavily outnumbered, the Nameks launched into battle with all their might, stunning Frieza's men with their unexpected show of power. The Nameks moved with lightning speed, and with their superior strength and agility, their enemies found themselves chasing shadows, unable to land a single blow. And for a time, it seemed the forces of good would win the day. But the scene took a sudden turn for the worse, as Frieza ordered his Lieutenant Dodoria to put an end to the Namek resistance.
So do you just want me to kill one as an example?
Kill them all.
That's when the Namek Elder made a bold and desperate move.
The Scouters! I should have known. That's what he's aiming for.
That crafty old dog.
Wait a second. Why is he just destroying the Scouters?
Think about it. Without the Scouters, Frieza and his men won't be able to find the Nameks or the Dragon Balls. Even if Frieza gets the Dragon Ball he's looking for here, he's gonna have a heck of a time tracking down the next one. You gotta admire him. He's risking everything to protect his people.
Unfortunately, the Elder's bravery in the face of danger only served to incur Dodoria's wrath.
You think you're pretty smart, don't you? But you're not. I'll kill all you Nameks! Then I'm gonna start with you.
Dodoria attacks today on Dragon Ball Z. Last time on Dragon Ball Z, the evil Dodoria made his presence felt on planet Namek. With ruthless precision, he unleashed his wrath on all who dared oppose him. And as the rampage continued, one thing became painfully clear. Old or young, none would be spared. Gohan watched the gruesome events unfold until finally he could watch no more.
Stop it!
The young warrior sprang into action and brought Dodoria's spree of terror crashing to a halt.
If you want him, you're gonna have to get through me!
Come on, Gohan! We gotta get out of here! Right
But
now!
unfortunately, this was only the beginning of our hero's troubles.
I must find out who those little rodents are.
Soon, Dodoria was in hot pursuit. And Krillin had to risk it all in an effort to slow him down.
All right, big guy, watch the birdie! Solar flare!
My eyes!
Has the gamble truly paid off?
What do you know? It actually worked!
Stay tuned. Last time on Dragon Ball Z.
Here. You have what you came for. Take it and leave.
Having successfully acquired the 5th Dragon Ball, Frieza ordered Dodoria to eliminate the remaining Nameks. It was a task the ruthless henchman was only too happy to carry out.
Lay dead!
Stop it!
Not willing to sit idly by, Gohan and Krillin charged to the rescue, but our heroes soon found themselves in a race for their lives. Fortunately for them, the chase was cut short, as Dodoria had some deep troubles of his own. Having watched and waited for the perfect moment to strike, Vegeta made his move, and the Saiyan Prince gave Dodoria a lesson in ruthlessness he would not forget.
It's the true might of a Saiyan warrior!
In yet another stunning display of strength, Vegeta's power has soared to even greater heights. It seems none can oppose him. Meanwhile, even Goku, with all of his might, stands little chance against this villain. But in less than 6 days, he will have no choice but to face him. Untold dangers await today on Dragon Ball Z.
Now what do I do?
Last time on Dragon Ball Z, Goku took a very wrong turn on his journey to planet Namek. But as he plummeted into the fiery heart of a giant star, it was our hero who turned up the heat. With the help of a powerful Kamehameha wave, the ship blasted free of the star's gravity and resumed its course to Namek. It would seem Goku's intense training has begun to pay off, and he'll need every ounce of strength he can get if he hopes to face Vegeta. The evil Saiyan has become even more powerful since their last meeting, and he's only too happy to show it. Can nothing stand in Vegeta's way? Find out today on Dragon Ball Z. Last time on Dragon Ball Z, Vegeta unleashed his terror upon an unsuspecting Namekian village, and his conquest has brought him one step closer to achieving his ultimate goal. By taking one of the Dragon Balls and hiding it in the watery depths, Vegeta ensured that Frieza and his men would not be able to gather all 7. Now, there is only one Dragon Ball left to find, and then Vegeta can focus on stealing the 5 already in Frieza's possession. Meanwhile, as events unfolded on Namek, Goku raced through space to meet these deadly foes. But his intensive training session was unexpectedly interrupted.
Goku, can you hear me?
It was King Kai with exciting news.
You gotta be kidding me! Everyone made it? They all reached you together? That's great, King Kai!
You guessed it. They're here and they want me to train them even harder than I trained you.
The adventure continues today. Last time on Dragon Ball Z, Goku continued his rigorous training in preparation for his arrival on planet Namek. Meanwhile, Yamcha, Chiaotzu, and Tien earned the right to learn King Kai's teachings by passing his difficult laugh test. But Piccolo had no patience for such foolish games, and he quickly proved he could make child's play out of King Kai's training techniques.
Hang on tight, kid!
Now, Krillin and Dende race to find the eldest Namek, while their potential pursuers are distracted by more pressing matters. Vegeta and Zarbon are locked in a life-or-death struggle, and it would seem Vegeta has the upper hand. But how long can the Saiyan Prince hold the advantage?
Your fighting skills have come a long way since the last time we met, but not quite far.
Will Vegeta's overconfidence be his undoing? What new terrors does Zarbon have in store? Find out today. Last time on Dragon Ball Z. Zarbon underwent a shocking transformation. Along with his horrific new appearance, Zarbon gained an equally terrifying level of power. And in this monstrous form, he quickly took control of the battle with Vegeta, unleashing a relentless barrage of attacks that brought the high and mighty Saiyan Prince crashing down.
I'm through toying with you. It's time to end this little game right now.
With Vegeta utterly powerless to defend himself, Zarbon was determined to finish him off once and for all.
Oh, how perfect. If he was still breathing after that impact, he won't be for long.
Meanwhile, Krillin and Dende completed their dangerous journey to the home of the eldest Namek.
Welcome.
Will he be able to aid them in their quest for the Dragon Balls? Find out today. Last time on Dragon Ball Z, Krillin paid a visit to the eldest Namek, where he received a Dragon Ball and another unexpected reward.
Power! A lot of power!
With his hidden potential released, Krillin raced off with his prize. Meanwhile,
Now go find Vegeta. I want that Dragon Ball.
Frieza sent his henchman Zarbon to search for Vegeta in order to discover the location of the Dragon Ball that the Saiyan had hidden.
Well, so you are still alive after all? I guess that's lucky for me. Not so lucky for you.
Krillin has one Dragon Ball. Can Gohan find the last one before Vegeta is forced to reveal its whereabouts to Frieza? If not, the race for the Dragon Balls may be decided before Goku even arrives. Stay tuned.
Ready? And go!
Previously on Dragon Ball Z, the training on King Kai's planet intensified as an impatient Piccolo challenged Yamcha, Tien, and Chiaotzu to a grueling 3-on-1 sparring match. And Goku did some training of his own, pushing himself to the limits by increasing the gravity level inside his ship as he raced to join his friends on Namek.
You have proof.
Meanwhile, Krillin received a Dragon Ball from Guru, the eldest Namek, while Gohan searched for another with the help of the Dragon Radar. Though weak from battle, Vegeta was far from finished, as he not only escaped from Frieza's minions, he also put into motion a plan to take the Dragon Balls for himself.
He's gone.
Go now! Do you hear me, Zarbon?
I'll find him.
The adventure continues.
Well, 5 Dragon Balls.
Last time on Dragon Ball Z, Vegeta found the Dragon Balls Frieza had collected and threw them into hiding. Then the sinister Saiyan made his own daring escape.
There now, that ought to do it.
My Dragon Balls! Where are my Dragon Balls?
Oh, Vegeta!
Meanwhile, on the other side of planet Namek, Krillin returned with the Dragon Ball bestowed on him by Guru. But it wasn't long before others were able to track it down.
It's Vegeta!
And Zarbon, sent to bring Vegeta and the Dragon Balls back to Frieza.
And with his brawny good looks, he's here to rescue us!
Not even close.
Elsewhere, Goku had problems of his own, as a magnetic storm played havoc with the gravity inside his ship, leaving him helpless and weak, trapped on a training chain. Can our hero withstand this interstellar onslaught? Find out today. Last time on Dragon Ball Z, Vegeta and Zarbon went head-to-head in a no-holds-barred battle to the finish, where Vegeta proved once and for all that he had the upper hand. Krillin, realizing that he was no match for Vegeta, gave up the Dragon Ball given to him by Guru.
Dragon Ball is finally in my possession. Now all that remains is calling forth the dragon. Then I'll make my wish for immortality and become the supreme ruler of the universe. And Frieza will die.
I don't think so, Vegeta. You'll never get to make that wish.
That's because Gohan has recovered the last Dragon Ball. But will he make it back before Vegeta finds him? Find out today. Last time on Dragon Ball Z, having lost all of his scouters, as well as his top lieutenants, Frieza called for reinforcements. And within moments, the diabolical band of mercenaries known as the Ginyu Force was rocketing off toward Namek. Meanwhile, despite his painful encounter with Vegeta, Gohan managed to keep the location of the final Dragon Ball a secret, a fact that infuriated the evil Saiyan to no end.
Where are you, boy? I want that Dragon Ball!
Fueled by his rage, Vegeta carved a path of destruction across the planet's surface.
You are dead!
His only goal, to seek out Gohan and his friends and destroy them.
Why would anyone look for us in such a horrible place?
Faced with this threat, Krillin came through with a daring plan.
To do what?
Now he and Gohan are on their way to ask Guru to awaken Gohan's hidden powers. But will they be enough? Last time on Dragon Ball Z, when a violent aftershock sent her Dragon Ball tumbling into the sea, Bulma had no choice but to confront the dangers of the deep. And with monstrous creatures lurking at every turn, Bulma quickly found herself in deep trouble. But the ever-resourceful girl would not be sunk so easily. Thanks to some quick thinking and some equally impressive piloting skills, Bulma was able to outmaneuver her fishy foes and reclaim her prize. But no sooner had she reached the safety of the beach than her troubles really began. Where are the rest of the Dragon Balls? Where's Vegeta? Okay, if you don't want to talk to us, you can talk to Lord Frieza instead.
Frieza!
The adventure continues today. Last time on Dragon Ball Z, Frieza's elite fighters, the Ginyu Force, raced across the galaxy toward planet Namek, equipped with new scouters to speed their evil master's search for the Dragon Balls. Meanwhile, Krillin and Gohan continued their journey to see Guru.
I guess we can risk picking up the pace a bit. We should be far enough away from Vegeta now that he won't be able to sense us.
Yeah, and not only that, my dad should be getting here any minute now. He'll need our help.
Let's go! Unfortunately for our heroes, Vegeta was much closer than they realized.
Ah, I found them at last.
And with 6 Dragon Balls already in his possession, the Saiyan Prince was determined to have the 7th at any cost.
They'll get no mercy from me. They're dead!
Now, with Vegeta hot on their trail, Krillin and Gohan need Guru's help more than ever. But even if Guru can unlock Gohan's hidden power, are any of these warriors ready to face the Ginyu Force? Last time on Dragon Ball Z, evil descended from the skies as the Ginyu Force made their explosive landing on planet Namek. With no time to spare, Krillin, Vegeta, and Gohan raced to gather the 7 Dragon Balls in order to combat these deadly foes.
Good idea!
Sorry. No time to explain, Bulma. I need the Dragon Ball.
Quickly now, follow me to the others.
Hey, hang on a second! Come back! Huh? What's going on? You could at least fill me in! Come back here! You! Why those... What was Krillin doing doing with Vegeta?
As startling as it seemed, allowing Vegeta to wish for immortality was our hero's only hope for surviving the onslaught of Frieza's unstoppable henchmen.
I'm Raccoon!
Better. I'm Jace! Goldo!
Captain Ginyu!
Now!
You see?
Power!
Of the Ginyu Force!
Last time on Dragon Ball Z, time ran out for our heroes as Frieza's diabolical Ginyu Force descended from the skies. Even the mighty Vegeta could only watch helplessly as his hopes for using the 7 magic Dragon Balls to make a wish vanished into thin air.
Now then, if you'll excuse me, I have to deliver these Dragon Balls to Lord Frieza.
We are the Ginyu Force!
Captain Ginyu made a hasty departure with his prize, but he left behind his 4 lieutenants with orders to eradicate Gohan, Krillin, and Vegeta. Now these unlikely allies must stand together if they hope to survive the battle ahead.
Say there, why don't you go ahead and take your turn first, Goldo?
Yeah, why don't I?
Gohan and Krillin fight for their lives today. Last time on Dragon Ball Z, with Krillin and Gohan closing in fast, the outmatched Goldo had no choice but to launch his attack of last resort, the paralyzing Mind Bind technique. Once snared in Goldo's psychic web, Gohan and Krillin were forced to endure every cruel and unusual punishment the evil Green Mutant could think to dish out.
What's wrong? You don't like me pulling on your cheeks? So how about I try pounding instead?
And just as it began to seem Goldo had covered every possible method of torment, he found yet another way to stick it to our heroes. This time, permanently.
That's no use. I still can't move a muscle.
Ready or not, time to die! Ah!
Though Krillin and Gohan struggled with all their might, there was no escape. Krillin prepared himself for the worst, when suddenly, like a bolt out of the blue, a savior appeared. It was Vegeta. The Saiyan Prince burst in from the sidelines to head off Goldo's attack, and in one bold stroke, the villain was defeated.
I had my own reasons for wanting to destroy that freak. I saw my moment to strike and I acted on it, that's all. It had nothing to do with saving your lives.
But Goldo was the weakest of the Ginyu Force. 3 powerful members still remain on the battlefield. Do Krillin, Gohan, and Vegeta have any hope of surviving the onslaught to come?
Hope is a luxury none of us can afford.
These 3 unlikely allies continue the fight for their lives today. Last time on Dragon Ball Z, Vegeta launched an all-out attack against the brutish Raccoon, but the Saiyan Prince's strength was no match for the might of the Ginyu Force. Fortunately, Krillin and Gohan were standing by at the ready. But even though Vegeta was spared the brunt of Raccoon's blast, Krillin's counterattack had little effect.
Can I kill this one too?
And then the unthinkable. Krillin fell.
It's all right. It's time to face the facts. The Dragon Balls are gone.
Now, with Krillin and Vegeta out of commission, only one fighter remains to challenge the evil
Stay
Raccoon.
away! I'm not gonna let you hurt my friend anymore!
Last time on Dragon Ball Z.
Now, Dragon Balls, grant me my wish.
With all 7 Dragon Balls in his possession, Frieza's victory seemed certain. However, making a wish proved to be more difficult than expected.
Maybe it already came true.
No! There must be some secret to unlocking their power.
As Frieza raced off in search of the information he needed, elsewhere, Gohan was fighting for his life and the lives of his friends against the sinister Raccoon.
No, it's not over yet. I'm not gonna let you win!
Now, here's your doom!
But despite his most valiant efforts, the young warrior proved no match for the towering raccoon. With Gohan down for the count, it looked like our hero's chances for survival had finally run out. When suddenly, a lone spaceship appeared in the skies and came rocketing down to the planet's surface. But if the new arrival wasn't one of Frieza's henchmen, who else could it be?
Maybe some Nameks.
Poor dopes. They should have stayed gone.
No, this was no Namek. The Ginyu Force will have to contend with the might of Goku today. Last time on Dragon Ball Z, things looked bad for Gohan and Krillin as they fell before the Ginyu Force's first wave of attack. But then, at their darkest moment, a light arrived to bring hope to the young warriors. A light that has traveled across the galaxy from Earth, bringing with it a warrior determined to defend his friends and family at any cost. A hero that has trained himself in extreme conditions and overcome impossible opposition to bring himself to this very place, ready to face the most difficult challenge he has ever encountered. This Saiyan fighter's strength and power are matched only by his determination and will to stand up and face the evil that threatens to put an end to everything he believes in. The last line of defense for his friends, his family, and the planet Earth. A warrior named Goku. Armed with training in 100 times gravity and a bag of sensu beans, Goku would soon find out whether or not all of his efforts had been in vain. The proud father and friend took a few moments to revive Gohan and Krillin before engaging in battle.
Your mom would kill me if she saw how dirty you are.
Yeah, right. You've got to be kidding me. Don't sweat it. His power level's only 5,000.
Raccoon stood ready to defeat this unknown intruder, but Goku was not intimidated.
You'll never even touch me. Not one finger.
No! Is he... Could he be... 'Cause I'm about to send all you little wimps straight to hell! Dodge this, punk! Here it comes! Full power! Eraser gun!
One swift attack was all Goku needed to put an end to the rampaging raccoon. But the members of the Ginyu Force weren't the only ones awestruck by this unprecedented show of strength. Vegeta's worst fears may be coming true. Has Goku really become the legendary Super Saiyan?
No! Is he... You do not deceive my eyes!
The battle continues today. Last time on Dragon Ball Z, Ginyu Force members Burger and Jace launched a tag team assault on Goku. Together, they fired the purple spiral flash attack, but to their surprise, it was a move easily defended by our newly arrived hero.
What's happening?
As the smoke cleared, Vegeta, Gohan, and Krillin watched in awe as Jace prepared to fire a second attack.
Crusher!
But this too was deflected with little effort. Goku looks unstoppable, which is bad news for Burger and Jace. Do two of the strongest warriors of Frieza's fighting force even stand a chance against the Saiyan's new power? Find out today! Yeah! On the last episode of Dragon Ball Z, two of the elite Ginyu Force members launched their attack on Goku. The tables were turned, however, as Verter was no match for our hero's new power. Upon hearing the news of his team's failure from Jace, Captain Ginyu decided to take matters into his own hands, and the pair returned to the battlefield. A showdown between two of the strongest fighters in the universe was about to take place. Meanwhile, Frieza sped toward Guru's house, with his sights set on wishing for immortality.
I'll be like a god.
The Dragon Balls weren't working for him, and he wanted to know why. As Ginyu was assessing Goku's potential power, Krillin and Gohan were assigned a mission to get the Dragon Balls back.
And then go get the Dragon Balls.
And Goku formed an alliance with Vegeta.
If that's okay with you. I was hoping that we could join forces and work together against those guys. Well, how does that sound to you, Vegeta? Will you do it?
Yeah, sure, why not?
We're on it.
You got it, Goku!
Well, I guess it's now or never.
What a magnificent opportunity to showcase my fabulous strength.
The battle begins today. On the last episode of Dragon Ball Z, the battle between Captain Ginyu, leader of the Ginyu Force, and Goku began. In an effort to test his own strength, Captain Ginyu tried to get Goku to reveal his true power, but the Saiyan would not play Ginyu's game at first.
Now let's go!
But as Goku increased his power level, Ginyu began to reconsider his strategy.
No way.
Does the captain of the Ginyu Force stand a chance against Goku? Find out today. Previously on Dragon Ball Z, the Ginyu Force faces up to Goku in a mighty showdown, and Goku turns up the heat, revealing his true strength to the ruthless warriors. An astonished Captain Ginyu realizes that he has come face to face with the power Frieza fears most, that of a Super Saiyan. Elsewhere on the planet Namek, Frieza pays a visit to the aging Guru to uncover the password needed to call forth the dragon and grant his wish. Namek warriors try to intervene, but Frieza launches into an attack and easily disposes of them. Now, with the Namekian warriors out of the way, only Nail can defend Guru and keep Frieza from getting his password. Can this brave fighter hold off the evil tyrant? Find out today. Last time on Dragon Ball Z, Captain Ginyu managed to switch bodies with Goku. Goku's stronger, less damaged body, Ginyu seemed to have the upper hand.
Why you? Hey, what kind of powers did you use?
The power to metamorph into your body and fool your men.
It's impossible. No, it can't be.
Good. Now let's head back to the ship. Hey, this new body is pretty quick.
Meanwhile, Vegeta, Gohan and Krillin, and Chase and Captain Ginyu are headed for Frieza's spaceship. Can Goku muster up enough strength to follow Frieza and steal back the Dragon Balls? Find out today. On the last episode of Dragon Ball Z, Captain Ginyu had used his amazing metamorphosing power to switch bodies with Goku. Meanwhile, Krillin and Gohan uncovered all 7 Dragon Balls. And with Vegeta lurking in the shadows, they began to call the Namekian Dragon.
I command you now, hear my howl to make my wish come true!
But their hopes were dashed as they realized they didn't possess the necessary password. To make matters worse, Chase and the disguised Captain Ginyu arrived at the scene. And when Captain Ginyu realized Gohan and Krillin weren't fooled, he attempted to take them out. Will Goku's arrival make a difference? Find out today. On the last episode of Dragon Ball Z, Captain Ginyu, who had switched bodies with Goku, took on Krillin and Gohan. And with Goku's superior strength, the fighting was extreme. Vegeta, thinking he was Super Saiyan, battled the Ginyu Warriors, Jace and Captain Ginyu. And with incredible power, Vegeta sent Captain Ginyu plummeting to the ground with one bone-crushing blow. Now, as Vegeta attacks, Captain Ginyu is attempting to metamorph into Vegeta's body. If he succeeds, will it be the end of Vegeta and Goku? Find out today. It looks like Goku will be back to his old self in no time. But will Krillin make it to Guru and back without Frieza honing in on it? And what about Dende? Will he make it in time to help out? As for Vegeta, is he afraid of Frieza, or is something else bothering him? Will Frieza finish off Nail, or can Nail hold off the evil warrior? And what will become of the 7 Dragon Balls? Will the password be deciphered? There are more clues coming up in the next exciting episode of Dragon Ball Z!